Alright, let's talk about something that gets me genuinely excited. A good deal. We're living in a time where top-tier PC components can cost as much as a used car. So when a processor punches way above its weight class, you have to pay attention. That's exactly the story with the Intel Core i5-14600K, launched back in late 2023. This CPU arrived without a ton of fanfare. It wasn't a brand new architecture, it wasn't a revolutionary leap, instead it was a refinement, a final tuning of Intel's Raptor Lake design. Sometimes a small tweak is all you need, so why are we still talking about it in summer 2025? Because prices drop. What was solid at launch is now a value powerhouse. Imagine top-tier gaming performance from a year or two ago for a fraction of the cost. Performance price features to create a component that just makes sense for the majority of PC builders. It's the kind of CPU that lets you build a killer gaming rig without having to sell a kidney. It's the people's champ, an underdog story. So, what kind of magic is Intel packing into this thing? Let's break it down without needing an engineering degree. The Core i5-14600K uses what Intel calls a hybrid architecture. Think of it like having two different types of workers on your team. 6 performance cores, P-cores, heavy lifters. P-cores run up to 5.3 GHz. P-cores handle the main game. 8 efficient cores, E-cores, the multitaskers. E-cores handle Discord. E-cores handle your web browser. E-cores handle streaming software, all without slowing your game. Total, 14 cores. Total, 20 threads. In simple terms, fantastic at juggling workloads. Older CPUs with fewer cores would struggle with gaming plus streaming. One task would steal resources, causing stutter or lag. With the 14600K, P-cores focus on the game. E-cores take care of everything else. Smarter distribution equals smoother experience. Also, a good amount of cache on the chip. 24 MB L3, 20 MB L2, like keeping tools on your workbench. So, who should actually go out and buy this thing? The most obvious answer is gamers. If your goal is a PC that delivers fantastic frame rates in the latest titles without emptying your bank account, the i5-14600K is one of the best choices right now. High clock speeds and strong single-core performance mean it chews through games with ease. Battlefield 6, open-world RPGs, keeps up with high-end graphics cards so you're not leaving performance on the table. But it's not just for pure gamers. It's great for the gamer-creator hybrid. Stream on Twitch or YouTube, record and edit highlight reels. The hybrid architecture is a game-changer. E-cores handle encoding and background tasks. P-cores stay focused on the game, so you can stream or record high-quality video without a big FPS penalty. Beyond gaming, it's solid for productivity and light to moderate content creation. For the mainstream majority who want powerful, versatile, future-proof performance. No processor exists in a vacuum. Its real value is determined by how it stacks up against the competition. So, let's put the i5-14600K in the ring with its closest rivals. First up is its own predecessor, the Core i5-13600K. On paper, these two chips are incredibly similar. The 14600K is essentially a 13600K with slightly higher clock speeds, 200 MHz boost on the P-cores, and 100 MHz boost on the E-cores. In the real world, this is a very modest single-digit performance gain. So if you already own a 13600K, don't upgrade. For a new build, the 14600K is often the better choice if the price is similar. Now for Team Red, the AMD Ryzen 7 7700X. The 7700X is an 8-core, 16-thread chip on Zen 4. In full-core productivity, the 14600K's extra cores, the E-cores, often win. In gaming, it's close. Enter the Ryzen 7 7800X 3D. Its massive 3DV cache makes it one of the fastest gaming CPUs, but not across the board. The 14600K is much cheaper and more well-rounded. Surprising comparison. Core i9 12900K. In many modern games, the i5 matches or even beats the older i9. As Custom PC noted, it's often quicker in games and lightly threaded tasks. Tech moves fast. Mid-range now offers top-tier performance at mainstream prices. Let's get down to the brass tacks, the numbers. Talking about performance is great, but seeing the data makes it real. Cinebench R23 synthetic benchmark running. The Core i5-14600K really shines. It scores around 7% higher than the 13600K. the 13600K. It also typically outperforms the AMD Ryzen 7 7700X, the Ryzen 7 7700X. The 14-core hybrid design shines in multi-threaded tasks, video rendering, code compilation. This makes it a beast for productivity at its price point. When we turn our attention to gaming, let's use a hypothetical Battlefield 6 benchmark at 1080p with a high-end GPU. The i5 14600K might average around 185 FPS. The 13600K would be just a few frames behind, around 180 FPS. The Ryzen 7 7700X sits around 182 to 184 FPS. See how tight the race is? The 14600K's strength is consistency, smooth performance even with background apps. In Puget Bench for Premiere Pro, the 14600K shows strong results. Fast P-cores for active timeline scrubbing, numerous E-cores for accelerating exports. It's a true all-rounder. Performance is only half of the equation. The other half is what it costs you. This includes the initial price tag power consumption cooling requirements. At launch, the i5 14600K had a recommended price of around $319. As of mid-2025, you can often find it for significantly less, especially during sales, often costing less than the Ryzen 7 7700X and substantially less than the 7800X3D. When you factor in the ability to pair it with cheaper DDR4 memory and a budget-friendly B-series motherboard. However, there's no such thing as a free lunch, and the trade-off for the 14600K's impressive performance is its power consumption. This chip can be thirsty. While its base power is listed at 125 watts, it can boost its maximum turbo power all the way up to 181 watts when under heavy load. In real-world gaming scenarios, a full system built around the 14600K might draw around 310 watts from the wall. This is noticeably higher than a comparable system with an AMD Ryzen 7 7700X. This means your electricity bill might be slightly higher, and more importantly, you can't skimp on cooling. To get the most out of the i5 14600K, you need to pair it with a decent cooler. In fact, this K-series chip doesn't even come with one. You'll want at least a good mid-range air cooler or ideally a 240mm AIO. As a reviewer from TechSpot pointed out, this model doesn't thermal throttle using a 360mm AIO, which is a positive. So, after all that, we land at the big question. Should you buy the Intel Core i5 14600K in 2025? The answer, for a huge number of people, is a resounding yes. This processor has gracefully transitioned from being a solid new release to becoming one of the undisputed value champions of the PC hardware world. It offers a phenomenal blend of high-end gaming performance and robust, multi-threaded productivity power that is very difficult to beat for the price. As PC Gamer aptly put it, it's a superb all-rounder with excellent gaming performance. It really does feel like you're getting 95% of the performance of a top-tier chip for about 60% of the cost. You should buy the i5 14600K if you are a mainstream PC builder who wants a machine that can do everything well. If you're building a gaming rig and want to pair it with a powerful graphics card like an RTX 4070 or RX 7800 XT, this CPU will not hold you back. If you're a budding content creator who needs a PC that can handle gaming, streaming, and editing without breaking a sweat, this processor's hybrid core design is tailor-made for you. And if you're upgrading from an older 4-core or 6-core system, the leap will feel night and day. However, there are a couple of scenarios where you might want to look elsewhere. If you are a hardcore competitive gamer who demands the absolute highest frame rates, the 7800X3D may be better. For the smart builder looking for the best bang for your buck in the mid to high-end space, the i5 14600K isn't just a good option, it's arguably the one to beat.